work breakdown structure, or WBS, is a hierarchical representation of project's deliverables and the tasks required to complete them. It is a visual tool that helps to organize and plan a project by breaking it down into smaller, manageable components. In simple terms, a work breakdown structure is a project planning tool used to identify the main activities in a project and then break them down into detailed, smaller, easier to manage tasks. As the name suggests, it gives the entire project a structure. It is also used to articulate the scope of the project. To help you understand this tool, let's use an example. In this example, we are required to plan the building of a house from start to finish. To plan the project, the work breakdown structure allows us to break this project down into work streams, tasks, or principal activities. These principal activities are usually consistent with the project objectives, milestone outcomes, or deliverables. The deliverables for the project, for example, will include designing and building the house, installing utilities, finishing and furnishing the house. After doing this, we then go further to break each principal activity down. Taking the house design as an example, this could be broken down into tasks, which are drawing up an architectural plan and making changes to the plan. There are a few activities that need to be completed when drawing the plan, so we break this down further. These include the survey and the purchase of land, appointing an architect to draw the plan, and seeking government approval for the plan. As we have already identified the first level of the WBS as the principal activities, the second level are usually referred to as work packages. And within these work packages, we have activities or tasks. And that will be all for this project's first principal task or milestone. Let's break down another principal activity, which is the building stage of the project. This stage of the project, for instance, could be broken down into 3 work packages. This is the foundation, masonry, and roofing stages. To complete the foundation, there are 2 activities that must be completed, which are land excavation and leveling. At masonry stage, 4 activities are included in the breakdown. These are brick cutting, framing of pillars, mixing mortar, and laying of bricks. For the roofing, there are also 4 notable activities. These are the installation of roof joists, ventilation system, roof overlay, then the roofing tiles are laid. This process of breaking down each principal task into the lowest level continues until the entire work breakdown structure is completed. It is worth noting that when carrying out a WBS for a more complex project, this procedure can quickly get out of hand. It is for this reason numbers are assigned to the principal activities. From each principal activity, the tasks within are subnumbered to match the numbers of the principal activities. When developing the work breakdown structure, or WBS, you must ensure that each principal activity and subtasks do not overlap. This is what we describe as a task being mutually exclusive. Further, none of the tasks and activities must be repetitive. You must also ensure that the work breakdown structure shows the entire activities and tasks that must be carried out to complete the project. In other words, the work breakdown structure must be exhaustive. Considering our example, the work breakdown structure is not exhaustive, as a house building project is way more complex than what it is illustrated here. When developing the work breakdown structure, it is also imperative that the project manager allocates funding and time by specifying completion dates for each principal task. The project manager must then break down the allocated duration and funding to each workload and task under each principal activity. It must be ensured that the entire duration and funding of the task and principal activities does not exceed what was allocated to the entire project. The WBS is usually considered a preliminary to developing either a Gantt chart or conducting a network analysis, because the WBS allows you to identify activities that are dependent. See you in the next lecture.